Great. So, other things, I mentioned the bin container. Now, the bin container contains your bins, obviously, but what you may notice, again, the seasoned media composer editor, where's my project? I want my project. Well, editors said, if you had a project window up and you're going around and you're closing bins, how many times did you close your project? Never. I don't believe you. So sometimes you do. Now it's not, do or die. It's not going to kill you, but it's disruptive, right? You close the project, things shut down, or it says, do you want to save, and you go back in. So what we did is we hid the project window. You can bring it up if you want, but the idea is basically your project window, once you get into your project, are your bins, right? So if I go to the left side of my bin container and open it up, I have my list of bins. I can close that. Again, it's all a matter of real estate, or open that up. So that's the bin container. And you may notice the icon for bins have changed. For 30 years, it was the 2 strips of film hanging above a bin. How many new editors out there know 2 strips of film hanging over a bin? What's that, right? So we changed it a little bit so you can actually see when a bin is opened and when it's closed. So again, a little more designed for new people, but also with the old film strip above the bin, it was just a light or dark. So you really may not know what's open, you just know it visually because the bin is open. So your bins are right there, your bin container. And my bin container, again, I talked about having 2 monitors. So if I pull the bin container out and float that, watch what happens as the source and record windows fill up my layout. Again, no windows are on top of one another. You're not going to accidentally select your Finder, your background level, and go into your different display, only if you want to. But imagine you have your bin and your edit monitor, and your bin monitor has your bin going across your entire display right here. And if I open up my list of bins, every time I double click, it's going to open up the bins in a different tab. So here are your tabs across the top. And you may think, okay, that's okay, but I want to customize that. I can either float my bins, or as I start pulling bins out, rather than floating, do you see the little green bars on the top, bottom, left, and right? They're the drop zone. So you can choose where you want to drop that. So I'm going to take that bin, that first one, sequences, and I'm going to drop it in the bottom, and that light area is showing me the region where that's going to be dropped. So now, in that bin container, I have a split between those bins. Let's take another one. Let's take cuts. We'll drop that in the middle. We'll take music, and I actually want to split that to the right. So I have now a cool new layout to my bins that are top, bottom, left, right. And by the way, this can also be scripts. So if you're working with scripting or script sync, your scripts can also be inside of these panels as well. You can do different fonts, different colors. If I right-click, there is set your background color. You can change that. Your font is just simply going to Windows, setting your font, and choosing the font size and style you want there. So again, total customization.